Hello and welcome to my latest video. Today I'm going to be showing you my going out makeup, and I'm also going to be giving you a few tips on how to make your makeup last the whole night. So if you want to see how I get this look, then carry on watching. So the first product I'm using that will help my makeup last longer is a primer, and this one is from Rimmel, and it just helps to smooth out my skin and makes my makeup sit a lot better, which in turn makes it last a lot longer. I'm just putting it onto my T-zone and on my chin and just a bit on my forehead, and I'm just rubbing that in with my fingers. For nights out, I find that a full coverage foundation is best, and I'm using the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, and I'm just doing a couple of pumps onto the back of my hand and buffing that in with a Real Techniques buffing brush. And I find that using this sort of product really helps for it to last longer. A good drugstore alternative is the Collection 2000 Lasting Perfection foundation, which gives the same sort of coverage and finish. So as you can see, I'm just buffing it into my face and also onto my neck so there's no harsh lines. For under eye concealer, the first one I'm going to be using is the Maybelline Instant Eye Eraser, and this comes with a doe foot applicator, and I'm just going to be putting that underneath my eyes in an upside down triangle shape. To blend that in, I'm actually going to be using a sponge, and this is the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, and I am loving it. It is so good at blending in concealer flawlessly, and I also use it later on to set my under eye concealer with a powder. You can also use this for foundation, but I just prefer to use it just for concealer. I'm then using the MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose, and again I'm just putting that underneath my eyes, and this is going to have a more highlighting effect, whilst the previous concealer was covering the dark circles. I'm blending it in again with that same sponge, and I just find that this gives a really flawless finish. Onto contour, this is the Illamasqua Cream Pigment in Hollow, and that is the Real Techniques 301 brush, and I'm just going to be applying this to the hollows of my cheeks. As I am going out, it's going to be quite a strong contour, but nothing too crazy. So as you can see, I'm just working it into my face, and then I'm going to be blending that out upwards. I find with contouring, the best thing to do is to start off gradually and build it up. Don't go straight in with a lot of product. You can blend it out and then keep adding product slowly, and you'll get a lot more natural look that way. For some reason my camera didn't film this one step, but I'm just putting on an eyeshadow base, and this is one of the Maybelline Colour Tattoos in Creamy Beige, and this will just help your eyeshadow last the whole night. For my main lid colour, I'm taking the Kiko shade in 236, which is just a champagne-y glittery colour, and I'm going to be placing that all over my eye using a fluffy brush. For crease colour, I'm using this purpley colour, which is 243 from Kiko, and I'm going to be putting that into the corners of the outer corners of my eyes, but actually the inner corners of my eyes as well. You can use any sort of darker colour here. You could go for a dark navy or something, but I just really like this purple colour. So I'm just using an angled brush just to push it into my crease, and then I'm going to blend it out in a moment. To put it into the inner corners of my eyes, I'm just taking a pencil brush so I can get a little bit more precision, because I really want a lighter gap between the outer and inner corners of my eyes. So I'm just using this small pencil brush just to put it exactly where I want it. Now for blending, my chosen blending colour today is Naked 2 from the Naked Basics palette, and I'm just going to be taking this on a MAC 217 brush and blending as much as I can through the crease and upwards. I don't think you can ever blend too much. Using that same pencil brush I used in the inner corner of my eye, I'm just taking the darker coloured eyeshadow underneath my eye, and this just helps to add a little bit of definition and even out the top and bottom of my eye. Because I am going out, just to add a little bit of something special, I'm going to be adding this Essence Eye Sorbet in the colour Illuminating Plum, which is gorgeous, and I'm just going to be using my finger and I'm going to be tapping it in the middle of my eyelid and blending outwards, and this just adds a little bit of shimmer, but nothing too crazy. For liquid eyeliner, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Superliner Ultra Precision, which has got a really fine felt tip so that I can do really neat flicks. So it's up to you how big and small you want to do the flicks. As always, I just like a small flick for this sort of look. This is me still trying to even them out about 10 minutes later. I've skipped a lot. For your waterline eyeliner, you want to use a waterproof eyeliner because we want it to last as long as possible. So I'm using a Scandaleyes eyeliner just in the 01 black colour, and I'm lining the upper and lower waterline. I'm just curling my eyelashes now because when do I not? For mascara, I'm using the Max Factor False Lash Effect Bold Volume Mascara, and this is meant to last for 24 hours. Now, I'm not going to be out for 24 hours, but I use this because I know it will last the whole night because it's got a formula that's long lasting. For eyebrows, I'm using the Soap & Glory Archery Pencil. I'm using the spoolie on one end just to brush through my eyebrows, and then I'm going to take the waxy pencil on the other end and just fill in my eyebrows. I'm really not an expert when it comes to this, so I just sort of go with the natural shape of my eyebrows, or the shape that they are, and fill in where I feel is necessary. And then again, because it's a long-lasting makeup look that I'm going for, I'm going to set them in place with a brow gel, and this is the Benefit Gimme Brow Brow Gel, which has little fibres in, so it also makes your eyebrows look a lot fuller. So I'm just brushing that through. Okay, so this next step is really important if you want to keep your makeup in place. I'm going to be using a powder, and I'm first of all going to be setting my contour using a small cheek brush. And then I'm going to be using a big fluffy brush and taking that same powder all over my face to mattify my T-zone and to lock my foundation in place. This will really help for your makeup to last a lot longer and for you to not look shiny. To set my under eye concealer, I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder in shade 1, and I'm going to be using my sponge to dab that underneath my eyes. Not only is this a setting powder, but it's also a brightening powder, so it really helps to give that light and dark contrast for my contour. For blush, I'm going to be using a MAC Pro Longwear blush in Baby Don't Go, which looks like nothing in the pan, but when you actually apply it to your face, it comes out a gorgeous goldy pink tone. Not only is this a gorgeous colour, because it's Pro Longwear, it's going to last a heck of a long time. I'm just applying a second coat of mascara just to add a little bit more of a dramatic effect. For lipstick, I'm actually just going to be using a lip liner because I wanted a matte effect, plus I find that lip liners last a lot longer. So I'm just using this Kiko lip liner in the shade 311, and I'm just filling in my entire lips with that, and that is all I'm doing with my lips this evening. The final step is a setting spray, and I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, and this just helps to lock all my makeup into place, and I find that it really helps for my makeup to last all night. And that is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you learned a little bit about how you could make your makeup last a lot longer. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!